Let's do this.
Hey everyone, welcome to an all new series here on my channel. Today we are starting Monster Hunter Task Force, a show where I play Monster Hunter Rise with you guys online, and we have some awesome special guests that will be joining us every week for the show. And this week I have someone very special. We have Akubane 101 here joining us tonight. How's it going, buddy?
It's going quite well. I'm glad that you've decided to pick up Monster Hunter Rise after giving Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate a shot, and I'm excited to show off the game to you.
Yeah, all thanks to you, of course.
No problemo. I know you also watched the Monster Hunter movie, and you actually ended up liking it, which is surprising.
I do like it. You know what? It's funny because like a lot of people really hate that movie, but I just find it pure entertainment. I don't know. I do like that movie. I like the special effects too. They're just awesome.
Yeah, that's what I did here. The special effects do look pretty cool. But now we have this version of Monster Hunter and a little bit of background. This is essentially what I would call the sequel to the PSP title that only released in Japan called Monster Hunter Monster Hunter Portable Third. Excuse me. Monster Hunter Tri did come out into the West as well. But Portable Third was a Japanese focused game. It had very similar aesthetics to this one. And this one takes a lot of the features from Monster Hunter World, which was on Xbox, PS4, and PC, and melds them into this game with some older moves from Generation. So you have like special abilities and things like that, as well as a new revamped mobility system and mounting systems. So I'm excited to show some of that off as we go on throughout this.
Yeah, we're going to do some hunts tonight. We're going to have some fun with it. Of course, I have another player here joining us. He is one of our co-workers. His name is Jake. He goes by Sereth here. And both, as you can see, Octavane 101 and Sereth are both HR6. I'm an HR1. So I just started not too long ago, but these guys are pros. They're gonna give us some tricks and tips on the game. And if you're new to Monster Hunter, you really want to listen to what they have to say, because, like I said, Octavane 101 got me into it. And I've been playing Monster Hunter ever since. So we'll get out there. We'll jump onto a mission. We'll have some fun, guys. And if you're watching, thank you for being here, as always. And don't forget to light up the chat. I love reading you guys' comments. Scott, welcome to the chat there, buddy. It's great to see you here. It's a tall person. Dalton is tall, that's for sure. All right, so...
I am tall.
What are we going to do, brother?
Okay, well, the first thing we got to do is we got to eat. So over here, you can sit down at the canteen. And this is before every hunt. This is kind of our preparation. So you can go to eat a meal. And you'll get this nice little lady here. You can go with pay with money. And if you haven't set up a meal yet, you can go to order bunny dango. And as you look through all of these different dango, they're going to give you different buffs. So for example, let's see if you have... I would say you'd probably have like Dango Deflector or something like that. So if you put that on there, you have a 90% chance to activate, helps your weapon retain sharpness when bouncing off of a monster. And there's various different perks and things like that you can get. But the one nice thing is you just get a nice health boost and stamina boost right at the start of the mission. So it doesn't really matter what you pick. Just choose 3 that you like. I definitely recommend medicinal at the very least, which will increase your healing items as a potential chance of activating anyway. And then the rest are up to you. Just pick 3 and watch the cute little cutscene, and then you can move on to the very first quest. We'll get ready to go.
Awesome. Okay. So I'm gonna choose my stuff while we eat here. Reduces stamina. I think I'll do that one. Actually, I must get that one like of the day. Let's go with speeds up weapon sharpening. That's something I need, but let's go with increases health recovery. Yeah, we'll do that. Medical.
And I believe after you select the third one, you're going to be able to say save as an order, and then you can just quick select it the next time you come back.
Okay, awesome. Increases the amount of sending received, reduces damage dealt. Let's go. Yeah, into that. Alright. Register to a set. There we go. We're going to register that in there. And we're going to order it and we're going to eat. Like Octavane said, we're going to watch the nice cutscene. Now I gotta say the cutscenes are always so cute. And the graphics are really great here. The colors, the vividness of the fur and the cats actually looks really good.
Yeah, obviously with the limitations of the Nintendo Switch, they couldn't make it look as nice as World, but they went for more of an art style, which I really, really like. And the aesthetic of the game is something I really enjoy, so I think they really nailed it overall. And that song will get stuck in your head if you listen to it a lot. And yes, you can skip these cutscenes in case anyone's wondering. You can just hit the minus button on the controller, so...
But you don't get to see how happy your Palamute is from eating a nice, delicious meal.
Yeah, exactly. Your pets also eat everything. You also get to customize your pets if anyone's curious. Your dog, your cat, make them look however you want, including your main character. So we'll head over into the Gathering Hub here. In this area, if you wanted to eat your Dango, this is the same spot here. But you've already eaten, so obviously you can't eat again, but just for future's sake. But here is Minoto, the Hub Maiden, so she'll be able to actually let you choose a quest. And there's key quests in the game, which are nicely marked. They never used to be that way other than in Monster Hunter World, where they were called assignments. So feel free to pick a quest, any quest you'd like, preferably a key quest, and Me and Jake will join you for that.
Okay, since it's you guys are very far ahead, you guys gonna help me through some of them. We're gonna do the Shady Monster. That's the first hunting quest here. So we'll do that, and we'll accept that quest. All
right, sweet. So you'll see that you have a little quest marker next to your name. And
Yep.
it's like looks like a full page, right?
Right.
So red indicates that it's a hunting quest, so the requirement is to kill the monster or capture it. And then you're waiting for us to have little check marks on there. You see how they have like half tabs? That means
Yep.
we've joined your quest. And since there's check marks, now you can just start the quest. Yeah, by
Perfect.
hitting depart.
Let's depart on this awesome quest, and let's go and do some monster killing here.
There we go.
So far, chat seems to be working pretty good. The stream seems to be working pretty good. Hopefully, everybody can hear me and hear Akubane there. If you guys can't, just let me know. So like that, I can adjust the stuff. But I think everything. Start the quest, says Scott. We are starting. We are starting.
All right, so the very first thing to do, always go into the supply box, grab one set of first aid, one set of easy rations. And then when you have those equipped, if you don't have maximum stamina, and the way to check that is to look at the yellow bar at the top of your screen. See how it's gray there and not red? That means you have max stamina right now, but you can increase the maximum even further as we find certain bugs. And I'll show those off as we head down here. So let's just kind of slide down. One nice thing, there is an auto crafting system in the game. So if you loot this, you should see it auto craft into a potion.
Yep. That's
There
one
you
of
go.
the good things about this.
Yeah.
And
And
if you
we'll
guys
head
don't
down
know,
here.
you guys can ride the Palamute as well. So you want some fast traveling, you want to hop right on there.
That's correct. And there is fast travel in the game too to be able to like teleport back to the main camp and everything if you need to. This right here, we can grab this, grab the wire bug. This is the new wire bug system. If you want to come over here, there you go. And then if you jump off of your dog for a sec by pressing the B button, to use the wire bug system, you just hold LZ and then you press RZ and you'll go in the direction of your cursor there. You can also just press LZ and X to go 45 degrees up, and LZ and A to go straight forward.
Very cool. So
And-
you're learning it, guys.
Yeah, if you actually climb up this cliff here, though, you can run up it by holding dash with the R button. And then, if you look at your crosshair by holding LZ, and you see how it turns into like a gun crosshair, that means you're gonna start running up the wall here. If you press RZ, and you'll see yourself climb all the way up, just like that.
Nice.
And you can do this on anything. So they really took a huge page out of Breath of the Wild in the idea of being able to climb anything. So as long as you see that cursor, you can climb it, just like this. And as long as you're holding forward as well, you shouldn't run or jump off of it like that. So yeah, I need to make sure that you're still... yeah, you'll need to make sure you're still running forward. I think you also need to hold dash with the R key.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, it takes just a little bit to get used to, but once you're used to it, like this system feels really good, and it's hard to go back. Yeah. So we'll just go through this little mountain here. I personally really like it for just teaching new players how to get through this. These right here are called Spira bugs, so when you walk into them, you're going to see a little indicator that gives you a little bit of armor, this one. And
Yep.
this one over here will give you a little bit of health. So your maximum health is actually extending into that gray bar that you have. And you also will see these bugs hidden away in these little bushes here as you hit them. See there? And that's a little toad.
yeah.
So if you pick that up, you'll now see that it's in your inventory. And just to practice it, if you hold L1, you can press Y until you find that bug. And you'll be able to place it on the ground. So holding L and then pressing Y, you'll be able to see it there. It should be somewhere in your inventory anyway, unless Jake picked it up. I think Jake picked it up. Okay, for some reason on my screen it looked like you did, but it's all good. Okay, we'll find another one. Those are called hunting helpers, and each one has like their own unique perk. There's even one that allows you to automatically mount a monster, which can be a lot of fun, kind of like Godzilla versus King Kong or something like that, right? A lot of goofy stuff that can go on here.
Nice.
All right, we're getting up to what I call the more perilous area. I think Jake's going to pick this up too. Jake's picking up all the hunter helpers.
Yeah, he's getting everything.
These are account items here. These are mushroom colonies. These are great for earning some research points that you can use to upgrade things back in town. So always a good idea to find these when you're out. So if you're holding dash and you jump off, you'll see you do a jump. And then this is a little tricky. You're going to need to make sure you press LZ and RZ to make sure you're running forward. There you go. You made it. No problem. This right here is a little mining node. Get some crystals from it or some iron ore. Only have to hit them once now, which is super nice.
Yeah, because we had to hit them a couple of times to get all the stuff in Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate.
Yeah. And another little jump here. Nice and easy. Now, this right here will allow you to put down a Great Wire Bug, but I'm not sure if you have any. Do you have any interaction with this plant at the moment?
I don't know.
Okay, so unfortunately we'll have to depart here. So there's no fall damage in the game, so we can just sprint right off here. And we'll hit the ground. Just like that, because we're ninjas, dude.
That
ninjas.
height always gives me
a little bit of anxiety.
Yeah, it's like, oh, my breath stops. I'm like, oh, Jesus.
Yeah, sometimes you might see materials on the ground here. I guess ours was just hunting some fish, so there's fish on the ground for me. Maybe a different part for you. And let's go see if we can go find ourselves that Aknosum that we're hunting as we just kind of go throughout the mountains. I'm making sure to have us go through these mountains just so you have to feel forced to use your wire bugs here, because once you get used to them, then they'll feel really good.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I was having troubles getting used to right away. Is the wire bug.
And jump away. So it's always good to know also that you're never gonna take damage from that height, which is great.
Perfect.
One thing I love to do, jump up here. And then just run across the boards. There's something cool about this. Like, you know? Obviously you can take your dog up here too, yeah. Alright. You see our target up ahead?
I
the
do.
Aknosum. Alright. Just gonna eat some rations here. Let's go ahead and fight this Aknosum.
Alright, now we're into some combat here. One of the Jesus Christ. One of the best things of the game is combat.
Yeah, each of us is using a different weapon here. For example, Danny here is using the Sword and Shield, which is a very actually technical weapon now in the current stages of the game, but also a very new player-friendly weapon as well. Pretty easy to understand right off the bat, and then once you start digging into the new movesets that they've added, it can be a pretty versatile tool to not only knock out monsters, but be able to cut off tails and break certain parts a lot easier. And also be relatively evasive while doing so.
Now, I went into this monster fighting by myself, and I think I told you about it. I was using dual blades. I got my ass handed to me on this one, so I had to give up for a little bit. Like I said, I'm still a pretty newbie at this game, or at any Monster Hunter game, right? I'm still taking that learning process.
And that's nothing to be ashamed about. Myself and Jake have been playing for thousands of hours throughout the entire franchise, and we've been slowly going through every iteration of every type of weapon. So even for us, at some points, we do have to relearn certain mechanics. And of course, if there's a new monster, like this one, for example, is a brand new monster to the franchise. So we had to relearn how to fight this monster. But yeah, it's very advanced, and there's tons of amazing guides online to actually just learn each individual weapon. I know Eric's Gaming, AREKKZ, has amazing videos to like teach anyone how to play. And looks like we have monster combat here. Oh, that was got kicked away there. That sucks. All right, so you're mounted on the monster. You can actually use strong attacks and even cancel all those using the B button to do emergency evades. There you go. That uses your wire bugs whenever you do that, but allows you to actually cancel the animation from being hit. And once you've built up your meter at the bottom, you'll see a display icon up there with pressing X and A. Do big damage, and it knocks over the monster, as you can see.
So, Scott says here that Dalton and Jake made me feel like a terrible person in the demo.
Yeah. we have a knack of being able to understand the move sets and weapons pretty easily, just because we've dealt with them for so long. So it can be daunting to look at players like us who are not taking very much damage or just knowing how to get around the environment just a little bit easier. But again, it's nothing to be ashamed of. It just comes with the territory of this type of game, being very action-focused.
Yeah. Now, one thing that I was telling you that I really love about this game is the difference of the melee attacks. It feels more like an arcade fighting kind of game, at least in my opinion.
Yeah, even our other coworker Jason, who's started playing the series as well, has noticed that the combat feels a lot like a fighting game, something like your Mortal Kombats, your Street Fighters, but just in a fully 3D environment with a whole world to explore, multiple maps and things like that. They've even brought back maps from Monster Hunter 3 in this one, some maps called the Flooded Forest, which has been reimagined to be a fully open map as opposed to what it was back then, where everything was sectioned off. So, yeah, you'll find the movesets to be very in-depth, and every weapon, Jake and myself both always say this, it feels like a completely different game. Whether you're playing a melee weapon, a ranged weapon, they all feel very, very different. And once you get used to them, that sluggishness, that slow feel to everything, it starts to really change. It starts to flow a lot better and feel a lot smoother once you learn the button combinations and pay attention to monster movements and what your character's doing at all times.
Yeah, it looks like our monster here has been poisoned. Has one of you guys poisoned him?
I think Jake or one of our pets is using poison weapons by chance. And that can affect monsters, give them a poison status. There's also other status ailments like paralysis and sleep and things like that, on top of the elementals like fire, water, etc.
That's one for the history book.
So, if you guys are new to the Monster Hunter universe, you can see that fighting these monsters, it does take a little while, especially because it doesn't have a bar telling you how much damage you're dealing. You're basically, you're going into it and you're trying to kill a monster as best as you can before a 50-minute time limit.
And typical hunts do take upwards of about 15 to 25 minutes, depending on if you're a new player or old. The further into the game that you get, these hunts actually reduce down to 10 minutes or less, even faster than something like 5 minutes. But it all depends on player knowledge and how they're going about the game. We're going to try and capture this here, so we're going to use trank bombs on the monster. As we saw, it was limping away, which means it's below 20% HP. And then I have a trap on me, so I should be able to drop it down. Actually, I don't have a trap on me, but I think Jake put one down. So we're going to go stand over here next to the pitfall trap if you see us over here, Danny.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. So you just have to stand over here. He's stunned at the moment. He got blinded by a flash bomb. But he should run over here, and we have trank bombs to deal with him. So we shouldn't even have to do any attacks. There we go. Hit him with trank, and there you go. That is a captured.
Awesome.
Easy peasy.
That is a
Perfect
captured
kill.
monster.
Well, not a kill. Perfect capture, I should say.
Yeah. So you don't carve the monster, but you actually get more bonus rewards for capturing it because it's a little bit more involved than just killing the monster outright.
Beautiful. That's one awesome hunt down, and we got lots of time to continue more hunting here.
Heck yeah.
As I finish my beverage.
Oh, that's a lot of parts.
Oh
A
yeah.
lot of items I got. All right,
Me
take
too.
all. So with these parts, you'll start being able to develop new armor sets. And whenever you defeat a monster for the first time, you unlock the ability to just look at the armor set as well as what you need for each individual pieces.
Yeah.
So when you load back in here, I'll show you the what's called the prep area.
Mm-hmm.
There you are. So the prep area is just up here. And this is for the Gathering Hub specifically, but you also have a blacksmith over in town. that you can talk to. So if you talk to Nakago the blacksmith, you'll be able to go to Forge and upgrade armor. And under Forge armor, you can scroll down to the Acnosum. And if you hover over the white piece of armor on the left, you can toggle a preview and look at the full set of armor and see if that's something that you might want to wear just on visuals alone, which that set I personally made because I thought it just looked so cool.
That's pretty awesome armor. Now, because I have the deluxe edition, I'm using the suit that came with that. But there are some really cool stuff in here too.
So yeah, if you see like it has the white full set of armor on the far left there on that menu, you can actually press X when hovering over that on the far left, and you'll be able to preview the whole entire set on your character model.
Oh yeah, that is pretty sick.
Or you can do each individual piece, yeah.
That does look pretty cool.
There you go. So that's the Agnosum set. And it's a pretty good set. It's a fire set, so you'll be doing fire damage and be protected against fire attacks, which is always fun. A lot of people in Monster Hunter always find it pretty enjoyable if you're wearing the skin of the monster you're about to just kill, because you fought it so many times. So it can definitely prepare you for a new fight. But of course, all armor has drawbacks. If you're strong against fire, typically you're probably weak against some other element, namely water or something along those lines. So if a water attack hits you, it could be pretty significant to your health bar.
Okay, perfect. Alright.
Alright, so when you're all set, feel free to grab a new quest and post it, and then also eat some of your dango after you post it.
Okay. So let's go find ourselves the next quest here. Yes, we're gonna continue our low ranking here. Let's do our next one here. Tired and Feathered. Let's go with that.
Good luck there.
Scott says, does it make you immune to molten magma? No, I don't think anything would. That'd be nice,
Technically, there is magma in the game and the lava cavern, so if you're standing next to it, I think no matter what, you still take like a slight chip damage. It might be reduced, I'm not entirely sure.
Nice.
So here you can come eat the dango. And if you want, you can skip the cutscene by pressing the minus button. And if you want to pick up the same piece that you had last time, order the usual if you saved the previous purchase.
Yep, I'm gonna do my order the usual. I'll try that.
Alright, it's either a minus or a plus button to skip, I
Yeah.
think.
It's the same cutscene, is it not? Or is it different?
It's actually different in the Gathering Hub, just a little bit. I think it's the same song, though.
Yeah, same song, just different thing. I'll let the people at home see the cutscene. Because it's just so cute. You got these cats preparing you a dinner while they're freaking dancing, and it's great.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny, I posted on social media that when I created my avatar, I always pick male avatars for my characters. I chose to go with a female this time, made her look pretty badass. One of her eyes was red. I wanted to do something out of Naruto, so I had her look like she has the Sharingan on there.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Yeah, I added a couple things, and we're all ready to go. Let's depart on our quest here.
Let us depart. Also, the nice thing is when you play with people online, you get friend points or whatever it's called at the end of each quest if they give you a like, and that helps build towards getting some free items, life powders that would heal everyone in the party if you use them, stuff like that. That's pretty valuable for a hunt, especially with other people.
That's very awesome.
Well, same as last time. Grab your stuff, and we'll head on out. So this time we're fighting the Kulu-Yaku, which is a chicken, essentially. He's over in Area 6 on the map, so I'll try and lead the way. Or if you want, go on ahead without me. You're more than welcome. I'm personally not using the doggo, so I can use my cat. in case anyone's wondering, there is the doggo is usually meant for your mount, so you can actually ride around and be very quick. Although your dog will fight in combat with you, he's not as useful as a cat in combat. So the cat you trade off your mount for being able to have a more diversified assistance and buddy.
I took a detour.
No problem at all.
Scott says here, a chicken, you mean Easter dinner. Well, it could be
Indeed.
Easter dinner if you wanted.
I've only heard nightmares about how bad it was in the store, and I was only in there for 5 minutes today, so I saw Scott getting a pizza, and he's shaking his head at me. That monster.
He's probably saying, you lucky
Yeah, he's
person."
like, how dare you not work today?
Scott was having fun. He was doing lots of good old receiving today,
Oh, no.
handling the good, happy customers of our workplace.
No Mark today?
He was actually there this morning, and then,
Ah,
of course, after a small amount of time, he had to go and do that.
wasn't
So
that
he's
bad
saying,
for
he's
Scott.
saying to
Okay.
himself right now that it wasn't too bad for him. Lucky guy. I thought I was going to kill someone, I'm not going to lie.
So right now I'm playing the Hunting Horn and Jake is playing the Dual Blades. The Hunting Horn is a support weapon, but it is a bit different than your typical support weapon. In most RPGs, the Bard or something like that actually doesn't typically do damage, or if they do have the ability to do damage, it's like with the weakest weapon in the game. Hilariously, though, Hunting Horn might be a bit overpowered in this game, as it's all about combat, playing the notes by doing your various combat moves, depending on the buttons you're hitting, and you play music for your allies. So you guys are currently getting attack up, defense up, health regeneration, and even a sonic barrier that I can apply that makes you negate one blowback attack, any attack that would knock you over, essentially. Pretty powerful stuff.
Gotcha. Scott's also saying here, Dolphin did a good job yesterday, so just had to fill stuff. There you go.
Yeah.
That's some praise from Scotty.
I try. At one point, I think he said I got upgraded from slave to not slave, but servant.
A dedicated update to your profession there, buddy.
Yeah, it was pretty huge, definitely. It came with a little badge. It was like a piece of tape, and it said assistant. Or a servant. There it was, servant. Yeah.
He tried to look for a pen, to write it down, but he couldn't find one, so he had to
yeah,
use
exactly.
a highlighter to get that going.
Hey, we have highlighters everywhere.
Yeah, we have highlighters, but we don't have pens anywhere.
That's a good point. I always bring my pen with me, and then people try and take it. I'm like, nope, this is mine.
Yeah, I need to start doing that.
You cannot touch. No touchy.
No touch
Servant
your pen.
is highest part-time rank. I agree.
Ride like the wind.
Yes, we want to ride like the wind right now.
What about assistant to the regional manager? That's true. He does have pens in the dairy cooler, but don't
Does he
tell
really?
anyone that. That's don't. No, Danny, we don't have them. Don't tell anyone.
I could use that. Now I know.
They're definitely not hidden in the binder in our in the dairy cooler.
The binder. All right, now I know.
Got him. Assistant
know
to
where the good
Dustin
stuff
Jordan
is.
or whoever. Oh, there you go. But Jordan's not a regional manager. He's just he's the grocery like professional or whatever, right?
To be honest, I can't even remember anymore. I think he is.
Yeah, something like that. Everyone's like, "Who are these people?" Don't worry. They don't exist. They're not real.
They're all part of the game, guys. They're all
Yeah,
part of
yeah,
this
yeah.
fantasy game we play.
The great Jordan of Japan. They named a few people Jordan there, right? Feudal times.
There's so many.
So many Jordans.
There's so many Jordans.
I can't even count.
Here's Jordan 1, Jordan 2, Jordan 3.
Gotta be quick.
It's always my favorite thing about playing co-op is that you always know if someone's playing with their friends because it just has their name and then it says their name 1, 2, 3. It's like, oh, I'm playing some split screeners over right now. So I haven't explained Jake's weapons yet. So the dual blades are essentially, I want to say, and this is not any strike towards Jake, because if you're a master with the weapon, then you're a god, and you're pretty much an untouchable god. But I would say they're probably the newest players, like, friend, because they're very dodge heavy. Almost every attack is a dodge, and unless you're rooting yourself in place with specific moves, like, it is the most like new player friendly weapon in the game, just to keep your damage always up. There's, different weapons have different uptime. So like the great sword has the least uptime because you're sheathing your weapon, you're running away, you're coming back and hitting the enemy. But dual blades, you're just always on the monster no matter what. No matter what the monster's doing, you're on the monster.
For me, that was my first weapon of choice because I was like, I don't know, there's something about wielding 2 swords at a time that just makes it so nice.
Yeah,
But,
exactly.
I was having troubles, I guess, like I said, because I'm still pretty new at it, and learning how to use the weapon, but I jumped to the sword and shield, as you guys see right now, and we finished our quest. Nice.
And there you go. That was only about 6 or 7 minutes there. Not too bad. And so this one was killed, so we have to make sure we carve it. All monsters have 3 parts, save for probably 1 or 2 in other parts of the game. It depends what people add to the game, but typically it's 3 pieces you get, and then plus your rewards at the end.
So we're doing some good old hunting. I should also mention, guys, if you guys are fans of Amiibos, there is a series of 3 Amiibos for the game. So if you're lucky enough to pick them up, I was able to pick them up today at EB Games. They're only available either at EB Games here in Canada or GameStop in the US. So that is the only way you can get these Amiibos. I bought them online. I pre-ordered them, and because they came out a week later than the game did. But today I was lucky enough to walk into an EB Games and pick up a copy of each of the Amiibos, so I'm happy about that. Oh, I love this. My Palamute is getting some nice pet love right there. I love it. But yeah, I was lucky enough to pick up my... I'll take a photo of that. I was able to pick up 3 of them. The Palamute, the Palico, and the... God, what
Magnamalo.
is the Magamala.
That is
So
the main monster of the game, or like the flagship, they call it.
Nice. Yeah, he's such an awesome character. I like that. That monster looks so sick.
Yeah, one nice thing about flagship monsters in these games is essentially all monsters have just a few weapons that you can make from them, but the flagship monster always has every single weapon in the game based off of them. And there's a lot of themes that are usually based on around that monster in particular, too.
Alright, so I'm going to try a different mixture. Let's meal. Okay, with money, let's order. Dango. Okay, let's try.
And I'll change my my gear set out again.
Go with miniature. Speeds up opening, sharpening. Yeah, we'll do that. Prevents you from getting knocked on your butt. Why not? We're gonna register that to another set, so we'll have that on our second, and we'll do the order.
And when you're ready to go, feel free to post a new quest.
I'll skip our fun little thing right there,
Time to get going.
so you guys don't always have to see that cutscene. Or by the time we're done tonight's show, you guys will have that all in your head. You'll just
I always
playing the same song.
I always have it in my head, and I also force everyone in my my viewership to watch it.
to enjoy the cutscene. Love it.
They must watch it. They're not allowed not
That's-
to.
That's such a perfect thing. All right, so the quest is up there.
All
So
right,
we're
just give
gonna
me 1 second here, and I'll be good to go.
I'm guessing. Where's Jake? It looks like we lost Jake for a second.
Oh, no worries. He can always join mid thing. I think he's just looking at some gear
Yeah.
in the smithy. And so am I.
No problem.
I can't help it. I need it. Oh, perfect. I can upgrade my weapon. Hell yeah. All right. Cool thing is you can always join a quest at any time. You can activate the quest board by holding L1 and pressing up on the right stick. Default anyway with the setup. You'll see it says quest board there.
Yep. Very cool. Scott says here, Dalton enjoys tormenting his followers.
It's true.
You gotta enjoy the little bit of torment once in a while.
If basically the way I see it, if I'm not the only one watching my channel, then something's wrong. So just gotta annoy the viewers until they're all gone.
It's true. All right. So
We are
everyone's
ready to go.
Let's all depart and enjoy another monster hunt here.
Yeah, we are flying by.
Yeah, we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good.
2 monsters down. Showing you some stuff, some lessons learned.
And we're doing it with 20 minutes left to spare here, which is pretty good for tonight's show.
I'm trying to be honest. It's true. It's true.
We do this every Thursday night, so if you guys are loving what you're seeing right now, then you want to join me, and of course Ocubane will be back again to join us for some more monster hunts.
Absolutely.
And of course, we'll definitely have a few more different casts come into here to join me. So it's always going to be fun. We're gonna try and have lots of fun on these shows. Enjoy hunting together, crafting some armor. It's gonna be a great time.
And I do recommend getting a pro controller for the game if you have the luxury of playing on the default Switch. Just because I personally find my hands get a little crampy whenever I'm playing the game with the Joy-Cons in handheld mode. So I will warn anyone that is interested in picking up the game. The game does feel quite different with a pro controller than it does with the other setup.
And if you guys were lucky enough, you probably picked up a Monster Hunter controller like me and Dalton there, which is so beautiful. You guys can see that on my Instagram account, which is also in the link to this video. And of course, if you guys are watching on either YouTube or Facebook, YouTube or Twitch, we're live right now on both of them, so 2 ways of watching. Whether you have a Twitch account or you just like to watch on YouTube, we are on both. He's spouting some stuff. What is he spouting?
Okay, what this monster here is called is the Great Baggy or Bagai. Essentially, he spits this fluid that essentially slows you down, so it actually makes your stamina deplete much faster and doesn't regenerate nearly as fast. So it can be extremely dangerous if you get hit quite often, and it will actually cause your stamina to start draining very quickly.
Scott says here that as a Switch Lite user, he can confirm the mechanic cramps.
Yeah.
Actually, Scott, there is a thing that I was going to tell you about. I totally forgot. You can either get it as a case, or it's like a little accessory that you can hook up to your Switch Lite that will give you kind of little grasp at the back of the console, so it makes it comfier for long terms of gameplay. Whenever I get a chance, I'll show you what I mean. But there's definitely stuff out there to help. That doesn't cost too much. That doesn't cost too much, and will definitely help you out. Doing some heavy damage here. Oh.
Heck yeah. One nice thing about this is you can also see that there's parts falling off of the Lagombi, the bunny rabbit here. So you can get up to 3 parts, I think, from a monster from having monster battles like that. But since we're after the Baggy, we're going to go chase it as it ran away. That's actually a feature. Whenever you finish a combat scenario mounting a monster and you don't ram it into anything, it'll actually retreat and allow you to fight the monster in private. So you don't have to worry about 2 monsters bashing at the same time, which can happen at some points, but if you're mounting it, you're safe.
What's cool is that if you're on your Palamute and you're getting trapped on the mountain, you can also climb up it. You don't need to use the wire bug if you don't want to, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, so Scott says that he has grips for it, but it's still an issue. Oh, I didn't know you had the grips for it. So it's still giving you hand cramps, but yeah, your hands are a bit pretty big, a lot bigger than mine. That's one thing that I gotta take into effect is that.
Yeah, Scott is tall man, just like me. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's only downside of the Switch Lite is sadly no dock.
Yeah.
Faster, buddy!
It's great for small, taking it anywhere with you when you can play. But
Yeah, I've always found
I
like
know.
turn-based games to be really good for docked mode. Your Fire Emblem, your XCOM. This guy's just running everywhere.
Yeah, he's definitely outrunning us, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I need my Palamute. That nice, fast, swift action here.
Yeah, you can either hold A to get on it or hold L1 and press back on your right stick if you're on shortcut 1. And that's also a nice little quick select to bring it to your side.
I really love the color of the scales of this monster. It's like a purplish and yellow, just really matches the
Yeah, and
nice
definitely
background.
his armor also matches that similar aesthetic, I find.
Yeah. Nice. I'm guessing that was somebody
I think Jake-
put in.
Yeah, Jake hit him with a flashbang. Really good for disorienting the monster, so it's no longer targeting players. It will still do attacks and actions, but it will be in random directions.
I'm consuming a potion because I got a little bit of damage and I don't want to go back because. Oh, nice. Look at that.
Hey, there we go.
Break a sweat!
Beautiful.
Have a nice little 6-minute hunt. And make sure to carve it up.
Comes the message. I'll put this to good use. Don't worry.
See what we have.
Yeah, we're
One nice
definitely
thing, you can
getting some
also-
good times here.
You can also carve while you're on your mount too, and gather
Yeah, that's a cool
resources and
feature.
everything. Yeah.
Scott says contrasting colors do look nice. Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Let's
So this
do
is the
this.
Agnosum gear on me with the insect glaive, a weapon used by the French usually. French players love this thing. Lots of flipping and dipping and diving, ducking and dodging. Hmm.
Got a nice throwing kunai. Nice.
Yeah.
Whetstone
And in the tower defense mode called Rampage, which you'll unlock a little bit later, essentially you get exploding kunai that drop off monsters and explosives, ballista, cannons, crazy bullshit, flamethrowers, Gatling guns. It's nuts.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, let's take all. Beautiful.
Looks like we have time for one more hunt. Most likely, maybe two.
Yep, depending on how fast we get through these monsters.
Mm-hmm. How are we looking? How are we looking on the quest completion?
Let's see. Let me go and see our dear lovely lady here.
Here's the quest list.
I'm getting pretty close. We have. All right, so we got three hunting missions, and then.
Oh, I think you have your urgent unlocked, my friend. You see how they're gray on the left there? The gray X's, they're not red anymore. If you back out, you'll see an option for urgent quest when you talk to the quest lady.
The chip chat. There's the optional side quest.
Oh. Back out all the way and see if there's anyone you can talk to in the area that will give you a urgent quest. You might have a chat box above his head or something. Yeah, talk to Guildmaster Hojo. You'll see a little red box above his head.
Hey,
Here's Guild Magister Yocho. Ah, I see the urgent quest.
Yeah.
Gotcha. There we go.
Then you'll be Hunter rank 2 after that one.
Nice. Alright, let's do that. Tells me you're right. Tells me you are to hunt a monster that reminds her of me. Surely an exquisite beast. Okay, so now we talk back to the
What would
maiden.
you like to do?
Yeah, an urgent quest of this game. Your target is Pterodon. Pterodon? Is that how you pronounce that one?
Tetranodon.
Tetranodon.
But I always call it Tetrahedron.
Well, that's actually pretty cool right there. Tetrahedron. That's pretty. I like that.
Yeah.
Alright, now it needs to beware his grepping maw. Alright, let's get. Best of luck to us, hunters. Alright, let's do that urgent quest.
Yeah. So this guy's a sumo wrestler, and you'll see why when we face it. I think you'll get a cutscene maybe. If not, you'll get it in the village.
Good luck out there.
Okay. Let's have some good old dinner here.
So I should mention there's two. We're doing the hub, what are called hub quests, which are multiplayer exclusive, and then there's the single player, which is village quests. And so if you're a solo player and you go through all of the village quests, you'll get what's called a special license quest, which will actually help you go straight into high rank in the multiplayer, and you don't have to do any of these urgent quests in the hub if you've already done everything low rank wise in the village. So it's a nice little way to save time if you're more of a solo player.
That's cool, okay. I'll keep that in my memory.
All right, looks like we're ready when you are.
Okay. Just finishing a good old cutscene here.
Adorable.
Like you, I'm trying to get everyone who's watching, to enjoy that music and, of course, have it in your memory for the rest of the day.
Indeed, they must suffer.
Alright. So now we're gonna jump in our quest. All ready to go. Let's depart and let's go and have fun. Depending on how long this monster takes us to kill, it might be the last raid of tonight's show. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully you guys are enjoying the new show. This will happen every Thursday night at 6 p.m. Eastern here on the Classic Redbox. And of course, like I said, all of our guests will be eventually coming back to us when they feel like it. I'm not basically telling them they can never come back, because it wouldn't be fun without these guys. And like I said, Octobane 101 and Jake are two very good Monster Hunter players, and hopefully you guys are learning as much as I am from them. So
Yeah, it's always nice to see new players jumping into the game. It's always a lot of fun helping new people out. And yeah, like I said, helped Jason and his fiance play through the demo, and they loved it so much they ended up buying Generations Ultimate, played through that, bought World, played through the beginning of that, and then Rise came out while they were playing World, so they were like, all right, let's just do Rise for now. But I highly recommend World if you don't have a Switch and you have a PS4, or if you have a PC. It's all the same mechanics as this game, just no wire bug system. So it's a little bit less insane in terms of the movement, but it still flows very, very nicely once you get used to it. All right,
our
so
beast is constantly moving.
yes, he is. Yeah, he's just up ahead. Oh, you missed it.
Did I miss it?
Yeah, you're to the left of the map here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So,
he's
I'm
actually in the
following
pond.
something else.
Yeah. He was blending in though. He's all grass colored, so
Ah,
it's
I
all
see
good.
now.
Yeah.
It's like an alligator or a crocodile mixed with
Yeah, and he'll start eating the ground at some point, or filling up his body with water and rocks soon enough, and it'll turn into a big sumo wrestler. It's really nuts.
Out of the way. Run. He actually does look like a sumo wrestler once he starts standing up.
Yeah.
He really does. Oh shit. Not good. Let me get myself a healing potion right now. Woo! funny. Ever notice that when you're trying to take a potion that the enemy just tracks you down? Right? It's like what?
Yeah, it's almost like it's
here.
programmed. Yeah. So for mid combat, it's supposed to make it feel like a big risk because you do slow down. You can't move very quickly when you're consuming potions. There you go. He's consumed a bunch of water and rocks, so he's going to start stomping around like he's a big sumo wrestler. Thankfully, we paralyzed him for a sec to give us a little bit of a breather. There we go. Actually did so much damage he lost his buff there from having the big stomach. So you're saved the curse of his new moveset for now until he does it again, or until we kill him.
I'm evading the attack here. He's trying to. Yo, there he goes, jumping all over the place. Oh shit! I was gonna say he did swallow me up.
Tetra the Hut, perfect.
Yeah, it definitely does have. He does have stuff that reminds me of that.
Oh my god, he picked up a giant rock, of course.
Oh shit!
It hit you good, eh?
That he did.
Oh, he fell over. Good.
Nice.
And of course, if you ever see your weapon go into the orange, always a good idea to use a whetstone. You have it on your quick bar if you hold L1 and press up on the right directional pad. But it will put you on the ground for just a small period of time, so you won't be able to move or anything while you're doing it. So a little risky in combat, obviously, but if you have a breather, always worthwhile giving it a little repair. And thankfully he's running away, so that's also just a great time to repair. Same as you can do that on your dog as well.
Yeah.
He's going up into 13, so I'll meet you guys there, because you guys are going to have dogs, and I'm just on foot, so see ya.
Just going the wrong way for a second. I'll follow Jake since he's first there.
Yeah.
Climb this up here. Now you guys can climb up all the areas that have vines. Oh shit! And do what I don't do. Don't fall off the cliff.
Yeah, so if you're using your dog, it actually has infinite stamina as well. So that's one nice thing about climbing the vines. You can climb those with any of your dogs, whereas players can climb any terrain with their wire bug system. And I've just arrived. Hello, everybody.
We just got here both at the exact same time.
That's alright, at least I get to show up fashionably late.
True.
Yeah.
So we're still doing some nice damage on the
Heck yeah. Alright, Jake's on him this time. So you'll notice that you actually do reduce damage to monsters that are mounted. That's to keep the person that's mounted on it essentially from falling off of it, from us doing damage. So it's reduced damage until the Mountie is off of the creature.
Nice.
And usually it's meant to allow them to focus on something else that's in the area. Or just to knock the monster down like how Jake did it, where he rammed into a wall, used his evade cancel with the wire bug system, and then rammed into the wall until he ran out of wire bugs and knocked it on the ground. And now it's pinned here. It can't actually run away until those wires have gone away.
Trying to evade the attacks, so sometimes I'll get trapped in there. especially when it comes to charging.
Yeah.
What is Jake using? Oh no, what are you using right now? Like, what is your
Oh,
weapon?
this is the insect glaive, so it allows me to jump around and do a lot of aerial attacks.
Nice.
And there you go.
And perfect. Look at that. We completed it a minute and a half after 7. That was a perfect hunt right there.
Hey, there you go.
What have
Don't
we
mind if I do.
here?
Perfect. Let's get all the goodies.
And yeah, before moving on into now your quest rank 2s, I'd recommend try and pick out a set of gear to farm from rank 1. And try and get like a full set of something, like whichever monster you thought had cool looking armor, or if you look at the perks or whatever, you'll be able to find something that has better defense than what you have now, and it will keep you alive in quest rank 2, and just kind of wash, rinse, repeat. Quest 2, get a new set from there, and then rank 3, get a new set from there, etc., etc.
Scott says, repair that blade, Danny. Yeah, I just noticed that I was in the yellow. Definitely need to fix that blade up.
Yeah, once you're in the orange, then it's a little dicey. You're gonna start bouncing off the monster. You won't be able to do your move sets, things like that. You also do more damage the sharper your blade is.
True. Take all of this. I'm gonna earn some monies. Got some good old points, and I am Hunter rank 2. So my Palico is level 7. Very nice. Very nice indeed. I'm gonna exit from there. And that pretty much is going to end our episode tonight. I want to thank you, buddy. Thank you for joining me, as always.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I absolutely appreciate it. And what do you think of the game so far?
Oh, I absolutely love it. I find that this game is so much fun. It's so exciting. And, playing with friends, too, is always better. You just have that fun experience, and, like, we're talking, and we're just getting through the hunts together. So if you guys are looking for friends to play with, look no other than us. You guys can join us if you guys want to. We have room for one more player. But if you didn't join us this time, you can join us next time. Also, don't forget to check out Occupane 101's channel. His credentials are there on the video on the side. You see his Twitch and his YouTube and his Twitter. So if you guys like what you saw here, don't forget to join us next week for another new episode of Monster Hunter Task Force. That's me saying goodbye, Occupane 101. You can say goodbye to, buddy.
Yeah, thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stream, and of course we'll be back next Thursday to stream some more, hopefully. I'm hoping next Thursday anyway. I'll be there. We'll see what happens. Because me, Scott, and Jake usually get together for board games, so we'll see what we can do depending on what the schedule is looking like. But other than that, happy hunting and have a great day, everyone.
Sounds good. Take care, everyone. Have a great weekend. Don't forget to join me this this Saturday. I will not be doing episodes of Game Night or Project Strategy Red just due to the holidays. I'm going to take that day off for myself. So make sure you guys are joining me Monday night, 6 p.m. Eastern for the Sega Boy, where we're going to play another Sega game. And hopefully you guys will enjoy that. That's it for me tonight, guys. Thank you to everyone who's been watching. And if you haven't already, you can either follow me on Twitch, or if you have watching me on YouTube, you guys can like and subscribe to that as well. So thank you guys so much. Take care and have a great, great day. See you guys later.